Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's David Hodge. Welcome. This is a continuation of the 7 churches exposed. Today's topic, Satan, which is false Israel. Alright, brothers and sisters. You have many enemies. You're surrounded by many enemies, devils, demons. These are your enemies, physical people, just like Satan. They are physical people who are aiming to destroy you, taking you away from your vision, which is the Abrahamic covenant. Their job, their agenda is to wipe you out, take you out of existence. You see? So these devils, demons, Satan, these individuals, their job is to make you believe that everything is invisible. Take you from a reality and give you a fakeality, a make-believe, a fairy tale, a philosophy, a voodoo, doo-doo reality. See? Giving you bad information. That way you come up with terrible answers, bad answers. You see? They're the ones controlling the information that you're receiving to keep your level of thinking lower than theirs. That's how they can maintain control over you and continuously keep you in their cycle. Maintain that thumb over you. You see? Maintain that level of control over you and have you doing other than self to destroy yourself. So have you acting other than yourself to destroy yourself. By pushing the American dream, by pushing Christianity, by pushing all these things that are totally against you. This whole reality is totally against you. So they have you doing these things 24/7, which is 100% against you, brothers and sisters, and made to destroy you. So they tell you all these illogical things because they hate you. Because if they loved you, they would tell you the truth. They would set you free, right? But telling you the truth is their destruction. They can't tell you that they're monsters. They can't tell you that they terrorize and torture you for 400 years. They can't tell you that Satan, false Israel, is the one making sure that you never rise again, that they're destroying your image, that they've stolen your image. They can't tell you all these things, that the demons are their children in blackface that look like me and you, but they're not us. Those are their children from the rape of the black woman. They can't tell you that they're the devils, the ones that brought us here, took us from our land. They can't tell you these things. They can't tell you about these things because they had to keep these things secret because they're hiding the truth. They're hiding because the truth is what's making, if they hide the truth, then they're hiding the fact of their history, which they're trying to hide because their history has something to do with the Abrahamic covenant, which has something to do with the servitude and affliction that we would suffer. And if they admit to it, then now that means that they have to accept the consequences that come with it. And they're all in on it together. In order to stay in the positions they're in, they have to continuously tell you these lies. They have to keep you pacified with lies. They have to keep leading you down the wrong direction because the wrong direction is your destruction and the right direction is their destruction. You understand? So they're going to keep lying. They're going to keep telling you whatever they want to tell you. You see? But you have to understand that everything they tell you, you need to do your own research. You need to think opposite. Think indirect. When they say something, think. Don't take it for face value. Go look it up. Go figure it out. Go look around it. See what they really trying to say. You see? So their job is to keep you hoodwinked, keep you deceived, keep you believing that 1 + 1 = 11, and they don't never want you to find out that it's 2. You see, that you have your own vision, that you have your own second option, which is to get the hell out of here, which is the Abrahamic covenant. They don't want you to know that you have a reward. They don't want you to know that Satan has stolen your identity. They don't want you to know that these devils here in America have you enslaved. You see, and they have you as property. They have stolen the seed of Abraham and has exploited and made riches off you. Have everybody's eating off you. They don't want you to know that everybody's living good off you, living wealthy off you. The house aside, the dragon, the false apostles, the Hindus, who the British put on the throne, they're living good off your land. You see? So everybody's doing well off you, and they have to keep you down to keep maintaining what they have. You understand? So they're in the business to keeping you downward, keeping you in a downward spiral, keep you in declining, I'm trying to be nice, keep destroying your image. Keep tarnishing your image, because they have to keep the lie going that false Israel, the true seed of Abraham, the one who has stolen your identity, the one who has stolen your birthright, the one who is pretending to be you, the one that's claiming to be a Semite, the seed of Abraham, but he's a devil. You see, they have to keep this lie going because they set it up that way to bless themselves. You see, to make themselves look better, to protect themselves from being discovered as devils who was tormenting God's people. They had to set it up this way because they found out who he was. You see, so that's why they set it up. They set it up like that. So these individuals, that tells you how much they hate you. Because why didn't they just let it be? Why didn't they just accept it? Why didn't they start to give us back everything they took from us? Why didn't they start to do right? If they say, all right, this is what they say. These things were out of our control. We're not a part of what our ancestors did and our forefathers and such, blah, 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 right? They say, that was years ago, man, just get over it. Okay, well then, why the hell are y'all still participating? Why are y'all still enjoying the fruits of their labors? Why are you still enjoying all the trinkets and rewards? Why do you still have this stolen land? Why do you still have us enslaved? Why do we still not have our names? Why do we have masters' last names? Why haven't y'all set us free? Why haven't y'all undone everything your ancestors did? Because you're 100%, you're just as guilty as your ancestors, 100%. Because association, right? That's what y'all all say, is just as wrong as the person who committed the act, right? So y'all are 100% guilty. You see, by association, and you know what the hell's going on. You know that all these things were wrong. You know all these things happened, but you're not making any attempts to give it back or give back our people our minds. Or, well, you can't give us our minds because you're a devil, but allow the one who would come and give us our mind back our mind. You're blocking him from allowing us to do that. You're blocking the prophets. You're blocking the prophetess. You're blocking the ones here to give our people the light. You see, you blocked Elijah Muhammad, and that's why he had to depart, because you had your demons infiltrate his structure. You see, and destroy everything that he had. Louis Farrakhan, you see, the son of a devil. You see, an informant, an FBI agent, crippled punk. You see. So everything that we do to rise up, try to tell our people that they're blessed, that we're getting out of here, that we have a second option, that we don't have to invest in this world's life anymore, and we have our own place to go, you block it. You see? That's why y'all know what's going on. You see, everything that y'all do is an attempt to destroy us, to keep our people, like I said, brainwashed, programmed, staying within the programming. You don't want our people to know the truth. You don't want to set us free, because, like I said, you'll be doing it now. You be telling blacks that you terrorized and tortured them and made them miserable for years, that we oppressed you, that we stole you from your land, that you're not from that you're not from America and you're from Africa. You're from over there from the Middle East. We stole you from your land. We took you here and exploited you and used you and sodomized you and castrated you, disemboweled you, burnt you up, did all these things. You understand? And we took your names here. Here go your names. Here go. We stole your language. We stole your culture. We stole your heritage. We took everything from you. You see, completely dehumanized you. You see, but y'all not saying anything. Y'all saying critical race theory. You saying what happened to us was a damn theory, when you know in fact it was facts. Everything that happened to us was facts. You see? With no damn theory. But y'all wouldn't say that about the Holocaust. You see? You wouldn't say that to Satan, would you? Because Satan, right, Satan have a hissy fit. Satan and them be on your butt, won't they? You see? Nobody makes fun of the Holocaust, even though that was something that they did to themselves. You see? That was at their own, they did that. They caused that upon themselves. But what we did, we didn't do that. We didn't cause that upon ourselves. That's what y'all did to us. This is what y'all did to us. And now the reaction to what y'all did to us is what's taking place now, y'all judgment. That's why what you see what's taking place in the world, everything that's going on is revolved around our covenant. Everything that you see is going on in the world is revolved around you, brothers and sisters, because of what they did to you during the Holocaust, which they don't want to admit and they want to call a theory. Well, if it is a theory, then let it be. Because that means that the consequence will be a theory as well. So when it's not a theory, then that means that you're in trouble. Right? Because now you better hope it's a theory, because that means that the consequence would be a theory. Meaning that it might not happen, it could happen, who knows? You see? It ain't gonna happen, it might not happen, it was all theory, right? See, something that they don't know, that's not sure, right? Okay, so you have nothing to worry about if it was a theory, indeed, but we know it was facts. So that means the consequence is facts. That means that you are indeed in hell. You see? You're on your way there. And that's why y'all do everything y'all do. Y'all not trying to do anything. Y'all not trying to set the record straight, because you're evil just like your ancestors. Secret is, you are your ancestors. You see? That's the thing, Johnny. You're going to get that. You're going to figure that out too in a minute. You see? So you're guilty. You see? And so y'all going to continue to do what y'all do, because you're devils. You're made to make mischief and shed blood. You're man killers. You're nothing but hateful people, evil, sick, twisted, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, slave owners. That's who you are. Monsters. You see? And Satan here, y'all. The thing is, y'all believe in Jesus Christ, right? Y'all did all these things in the name of Jesus, killing, stealing, and destroying. No, it says Satan is the God of this world. And what is the reflection of this world? You see drug overdose, homosexuality, confusion, violence, chaos. You see straight pimps, hoes, dummies, retards, clowns. You see, this is a bunch of crap. You see, this reality is terrible, and that's the reflection of Satan, the ones who run it. America, Britain, Satan. You see, false Israel. They're the ones that is coming out, is showing you who they are. You understand? So, the point I was making, let me see. Ooh, I lost my train of thought. The point I was making is that they're the ones, it's a reflection of who they are. You see? And they say they do all these things in the name of Jesus, right? Took you into captivity in the name of Jesus. Stole you from your land in the name of Jesus. Raped and murdered your women for years in the name of Jesus. You see? But it says Satan is the God of this world. See, they say they love God. It's Satan. They love false Israel. They love, because they the ones, they blessing them, right? See? And then they say they love God. We love Jesus in the name of Jesus. Bless. You see? Bless this, bless that. You see? But y'all support false Israel. I mean, you see? I mean, y'all worse than false Israel. Because y'all got us captive and did what y'all did to us. But false Israel is supposed to be the holy people, right? And they connection with you. So that tells you a lot. And then on top of that, false Israel don't even believe in the Jesus that y'all serve, right? They said that Jesus was in hell burning in his own piss and feces. You see? His own urine and feces. That's what they think about your Jesus. And y'all still support one another. It don't make sense, right? Because y'all all crooks. You're all liars. You're all thieves. You're all monsters and beasts. You see? Which is going to be revealed. Which is going to be exposed. You see? And that's the thing. That's what it says. As many ones as not are having the teaching this, who not they knew the things deeper than Satan, that Satan would what? That even Satan would disguise himself as an angel of light, but he was indeed Satan, and he was in connection with liars and thieves and stealers because, right, liars and thieves and monsters and criminals and all those things, because he was one. He was in connection with it because he was a devil. That's what Jesus said. He said his father's a devil. You see? So you saying Jesus is a liar? You saying Jesus didn't know what he was talking about? Is that what you're trying to say? Don't y'all believe in God? Don't you believe in God's word? So you saying Jesus is a liar, even though he knew where Satan was dwelling? He knew where the throne of Satan. He knew the one sitting on the throne was Satan, who couldn't read the book in his hand. He couldn't even read the book that was in his own hand that y'all claimed that he made up. You see? That the one who had it, who couldn't read it, was him. You see, was the Almighty God, but it was Satan. He was the one sitting on the throne that was a lying throne. He was the one lying. You see, it's what it says here. It says, I am giving out the synagogue of the Satan, right? Synagogue. Keep that in mind. Of the one saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but lying. But they are lying. So he knew about these things. You see, lying and the blasphemy, which is another lie, an act against God and saying, act of what? Of saying. You see, it says what? A violation out of the one saying Jews to be themselves, and what? Not they are, but Satan. You see. So God's word is clear. You see, you don't have to make up anything. It says the synagogue. Who has synagogues? Satan does. False Israel does. Ain't that the Jewish people? Isn't that they're worshiping sinners? Synagogues worshiping sinners of what? It says Satan. And it says what? The ones claim to be something that they're not, right? Jews to be, and not they are, but what? They're lying, right? So this is clear. And it says what? They're Satan. They claim to be something that they're not. They're Satan. Satan. You see? You see? And that's what it said, as many ones as not are having the teaching this, who not they knew that false Israel was Satan, who didn't know the deep of Satan, that Satan invested in your destruction 100%. He was the one ruining your image. He was the one who did blackface, made riches off your misery. See, made fun of you. That's what he did. Invested in the slave trade 100%. Invested in your destruction. He's the one running Hollywood, the mainstream media, making sure that he continuously makes sure that you commit fornication and eat things sacrificed to idols, taking bad information and act other than yourself. He's the one in control of it. He's the one that's approving it. He's the one in control of the demons, making sure that they put out the false image, that they're role models and representation of you, to trash your image, to make sure that you're ignorant fools, to make sure that you're nothing but pimps, hoes, and dummies, and punks, and homosexuals, and all these things to ruin your image, because he has stolen your image. So he's the one controlling what you hear, controlling what you see, what's going into your conscious, what's going into your subconscious, what's a hidden subliminal that you can't pick up on, that you can't pick up on with the naked eye, but you see, but certain receptors can pick up on it, and it's still affecting you the same way. And they're the ones in control of all these things, and it's all tailored to destroy you. And they're the ones 100% in on it. And so are the demons, because that's what the seven churches say. It says that. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Just a second. Yeah, there it is. It says that the demons was fully in on it. I mean, for example, Louis Farrakhan, he's the son of a devil, but he's over the Nation of Islam, which is a black organization, to uplift the black man, take him out of his miserable condition, give him his vision, give him thorough knowledge of self, tell him that we was getting the hell out of here, complete separation from your enemies, and going back home, getting your reward, getting out of here, right? So they put a son of a devil, a black-faced devil, in the Nation of Islam, and torched it, and burned up everything that the messenger had built for our people, and was supposed to prepare, was supposed to be, right, this was supposed to get them prepared for the Son of Man, get them prepared for the messenger of the covenant. But then Farrakhan came in and torched the whole thing, and now our people were deceived for years, you see, up until this point, and now they're in trouble, you see. But that's what we here doing, giving them the good information, getting rid of all the bad information, and giving them the clean information, the good information, the pure information, the stuff that's going to save their life. But I'm getting to the point that they put their demons in place in front of us. They're the ones that's in cahoots with the demons in Satan. They're one. You see, it's showing you a connection here in the seven churches. It says here. You might not understand this, brothers and sisters, but we're gonna get to it. It says, but I am having down on you few things that you are having. They're ones holding the teaching of Balaam, who was teaching to Balak to throw false causer in the sight of the sons of Israel. That's you, brothers and sisters, throwing it in your way. You see, to eat things sacrificed to idols and to commit fornication. You see, that's what it says. That they was the ones who were doing it. That they're the ones that was. That this is speaking about the demons, the fall causer, the one who caused the nations to fall away, Louis Farrakhan. And it said he had many demons. And him and his demons were the ones in your way. He was the one holding the teachings. If you understand the story of Balaam and Balak, Balaam is the God, the Almighty God, Master Muhammad, and Balak is false Israel. So it said the ones holding the teaching of Balaam, who was the one holding the teaching of Balaam? It was Farrakhan, the demons. And they was holding what? Holding the teachings of Master Muhammad. You see, which they portray as right. Which is the voice of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So he's the one holding the teaching of Balaam, which is the voice of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, using the nation, using the messenger, using Allah's name. You see, and what he's doing, what? He's teaching to Balak. He's teaching the false Israel, which is the connection that's you see, because Louis Farrakhan's father is a Portuguese Jew. His father is false Israel. So that's a connection that they're family, that they're one. You see, he's a devil. So the demons and the devils are one. They're the same. And it says what? That the one holding the teaching of Master Muhammad, and Elijah Muhammad, was teaching to what? Teaching to Balak, teaching the false Israel to do what? Throw the fall causer, you see, which means a decline, which means to get in your way, which means to block the message in the sight of what? In the sons of Israel. And you are the sons of Israel because you are Israel. You see? So, and then having you do what? Having you eat things sacrificed to idols, meaning taking in bad information and do what? Act other than self. Commit fornication. You see? And that's what it's saying, brothers and sisters. And that's what I was getting to. That they're the ones that's doing it. They're the ones who are in your way. They're the ones that's in cahoots with these right, the blackface are the ones, the devils in blackface are the ones that are your hidden enemy. You see, that are a cancer to our nation. You see, they're in cahoots with your destruction. They look like me and you. That's the part that's bad. You see, our people don't know that. Our people can't realize that. They don't see that. They think something wrong with these niggas. They think something, maybe I don't know, you know? So they're messing up our unity. So, and then not only that, for our people that don't understand, they're following suit. They're doing what they're doing. They're trying to follow after this demon dream. They're keeping the demon dream going. You see, they're pushing a vision that's totally against them. They're pushing a dream that they'll never accomplish. And they got these black people in your face, Oprah, Denzel, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Drake, whoever the hell, NBA Youngboy, silly people in your way, destroying your mind. You see, telling you what to do, telling you how to do it, telling you stuff that they're not doing, to destroy you, destroy your image, keep you from being credible as a candidate of theft. You see? So when false Israel and them, you try to go against them, that you could possibly be the seed of Abraham. You couldn't possibly be of God's people. You couldn't possibly be a modest angel. You couldn't be nothing. You're not nothing. You see? You're not a holy one. You're not of God. You're not modest. You're not this. You're not that. Because they ruin our image. They have ruined our image. They have our women naked. They have our men looking like fools. You seeing punks, homosexuals. They got our women out here prostituting and acting other than themselves. You know, they got our women chasing the American dream and chasing after demons and sleeping with devils and doing all these things and acting a damn fool. See, they're the ones trashing our image because our identity has been stolen. So they have to keep these things going. Remember I said, if we stay down, they stay lifted up. If the moment we lift up, that means they coming down. You see? So they had to keep you down to stay lifted up. And that's what their main objective is, to keep you down long enough so they can figure out how to eliminate you completely. And they're working on that process right now, brothers and sisters, to completely eliminate you. Pay attention when you're going into Walmart, when you're going into fast food restaurants. Just pay attention to what's going on around you. You see, there's a lot of foreigners, there's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of people coming in and out, right? a lot of foreign workers now because they're making a transition to get rid of you, brothers and sisters. But that's another topic. We're gonna stay focused. Satan, 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 Satan. False Israel. He's Satan. He's the one who's stolen your identity. It says as many ones as not having the teaching this, who not they knew that Satan has stolen your identity. That Satan would masquerade as an angel of light. But he was what? He was indeed Satan. The one saying Jews to be themselves, but not they are, but they are lying. And what? The blasphemy, the violation, the act against God. Out of the one saying what? Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but what? Satan. And what did Jesus say? He said that none of them was good. So you got Louis Farrakhan claiming that some are good. Some is just the satanic ones. No, the scriptures say that they all are no good. You see? That's what it says here. It says that, it say what? It says that both the Jews and Greeks, the devils and Satan, it says what? That they are all under sin. As it is written, they're the ones under judgment, right? Are they the ones who did all these things to us? Which said that's what happened, right? And it says there is none righteous, no, not one. See, because we know that we are the righteous one. That's what they should be teaching you. That we was upright Muslims, that we were righteous by, that we was Muslims by nature, that we was upright Muslims. You see, when we came here, we weren't Christians. That's what they programmed you with. That's what they beat you with. That's what they installed in you. We were upright Muslims by nature, and we were righteous people. You see, so the scripture in the supreme wisdom lessons, that's what they should be teaching our people. So when you hear about this part ain't talking about you. It's talking about these devils. And what it say? It says that they're all written under sin, that they're all under sin. It says there is none righteous, no, not one. It says there is none that understand. Don't understand what I'm saying? Because they can't. Because they mind, they got a different nature, different brain. They mind, their brain operate a certain way other than yours. They can hear what I'm saying. You see? They can hear that they devils. They can hear that they Satan. But they gonna find out. See, so it's none that understand. There is none that seek after God. They can't. It said they had no fear of God before their eyes, because if they did, they would have did what they did. So they had no fear of consequence. What they did to you, they knew. If they knew, man, they knew. If they knew, they thought they could get away with these things. So they had no fear of what they was doing. They thought they could get away with it. They thought they could make the rules, but they about to find out. So they had no fear. There was none that seek after God, because you are the God. You are the one that you are the will of Allah. You understand? It means that the will of Allah is to bless you. It's to get you out of here. And blessing you is a curse to them. So they're definitely not trying to seek after God, because you are God. You are the one that's going to cause hell for their life. So I don't want to get caught up in that. Okay, brothers and sisters, it said what? It says what? Let's get back to it. There is none righteous, no, not one. There is none understand. There is none that seek after God, and they have all together turned aside. They are all together become worthless. And it says what? There is none that does good, no, not so much as one. Not one of them. You see, Jesus said that their father's the devil. That your father's the man killers. That your father is to make mischief and shed blood. Went out killing, stealing, destroying, and making hell everywhere he went. Disease and poverty everywhere he went. As he fleed out of Europe and made everywhere else a hellhole. You see? And they're no good. You see? Made to make mischief and shed blood, weak and wicked, man killers. You see? And he said what? That their ways was contrary from the fathers. That their ways was other than the fathers. That the father is righteous. You see? And their ways were wicked. They were sick. They was twisted people. You see? Which is going to be exposed. You see? And it says they Satan. That's what it say about them. So let's move forward, brothers and sisters. This is a critical point. Here, this is the black men and women of America's vision, but they claim that it's their vision. They claim that they're the Semites. They claim that they're the ones, right? But this is our true vision, which they don't give, because they know what? They know that if people without a vision will perish. So they don't give you this message. They don't talk the way I'm talking. They're not telling you these things. Your pastors, your preachers, your spiritual leaders, your activists, your so-called black pro-black leaders, the people that claim they give a damn about you, ain't talking like this. You see? They're not telling you about this. This is what they should be talking about every day. This is the bread and butter of the scripture. This is it right here, baby. This is the vision. This is what's going to separate you. This is what's going to turn you around. This is what's going to get you the motivation that you need to do better now. Now you know better, you do better. Now you know more, now you can see, now you got the right information. You know, see, now you can start coming up with better answers. Now you can start doing better. But see, they don't want you to do better. They want you to stay down. Because, that, like I said, that keeps them lifted up. If you ever come up, that means they coming down. You see, they don't want that. They want to stay up. They want to stay up in high places. They want to stay elevated. They want to stay doing what the hell they was doing, which is destroying you. You see? So anyway, either way it go, they claim that they're the Semites. So this is the seed of this is the Semites' vision, the Abraham covenant. So that means that they should fit this description like a glove. No problem, right? So let's get in it. It says what? Know of a surety what? Let's just read from the beginning. It said, and God said unto Abram. So we know that Abram is Abraham because he was split from his seed. So he was called Abram until he was reunited with his seed. And then he be called Abraham again. So it says what? Know of a surety that thy seed. Look, right off the back it says seed. It's talking to the seed of Abraham. That seed shall be sojourners in a land that's not theirs. So it says what? The seed of Abraham. But wait a minute. Jesus said, your father's the devil. So right off the bat, they don't fit the description automatically, immediately. You see? And then it say what? Sojourners, mean to be temporarily in what? In a land that is not theirs. So they claim to have been the Israelites, right? From that were delivered out of Egypt, right? So they went from Egypt to Palestine. Well, that's not a land that's not theirs. That's next door. That's across the street. That's right there. You see? That's not foreign. That's not strange. That means that they don't fit the description again. You see? Because in order for it to be a land that's not theirs, and then it say temporarily. So that means they wouldn't be there forever. In a land that's not theirs. For it to be that, it had to go from east to west, or west to east. But they're still in east. They went from east to east. They went across the street. They went next door. So that's another sign, another indication that they're not who they claim to be. Then it says what? That the Semites, the seed of Abraham, would go through servitude and affliction for how long? 400 years. So how long did they go through the Holocaust? 4, 5, 6 years or so at the hands of their own doings, at the hands of their own people for what they've done because they betrayed their country. You see, they betrayed the Germans. The German Jews betrayed Germany and helping Britain win the war in World War I, which put them in the Great Depression, and they start burning people up in concentration camps and all that when Hitler rose to power, because that's a universal concept to get rid of traitors. Everybody know that. And so that's exactly what he was doing until what? They found out about us. You know? That's when they stopped burning them up, stopped killing them in them smoke chambers and all that, and put them in their land and gave them that land for betraying their country 26 years later. You see? That's when they put them there, 1948. You see? And they put them in that land. You see? But let's just go with that, right? It said that you had to go through 400 years. They only went through 5, 6 years of something that they called themselves. You see, the sympathy card that they played the world, the boohoo card. You see, and you see now it's been exposed as that they betrayed their people. I mean, excuse my language. They betrayed their country. You see, they betrayed their country. They betrayed the Germans. You see, the Jews did, and that's why they were being burnt up, because they was playing that card like they was innocent, but they wasn't. See, so now they found out that they wasn't so innocent. They tried to play poor me, white me, look good. You see, but then they found out they was cutting off children's heads. You see, now they like, all these people are wicked, sick, evil. You see, now that's what's going on. They're being exposed for being traitors. You see, that's what they did. And not only that, let me stay focused, brothers and sisters. And it says that they would go through this for 400 years, servitude and affliction. But when Jesus had a conversation with them, he said, the truth shall set you free. And they said, remember we said, none understands. They didn't understand what he was talking about. So they said, what do you mean about this? What do you mean about this? What do you mean? What are you talking about? We never been in bondage to any man. You see? So that's what they said right off the bat. They told on themselves because they didn't understand what he was saying. They didn't say that they were never in bondage to any man. But what does it say? It says, in order to be a Semite, you would have to go through servitude and affliction. So that means they said they never been in bondage to any man. So that means they said they didn't go through servitude, which is a clear indication that they're not who they claim to be. You see? These people are idiots. And then it says what? Also that nation whom they serve will I judge. So, okay, when the judgment came, right, to 1619, 2019, 2020, the year of judgment, right, the plague that would kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly would pass over Passover, those with the lamb's blood, meaning you had to be original, meaning you had that same DNA as the lamb, but it was passing over us. Passing over the original black people, passing over Africa and Haiti. Those are our brothers, you see. But it wasn't passing over who? It wasn't passing over none of the Caucasian nations. It wasn't passing over America. It wasn't passing over Britain. It wasn't passing over Satan, false Israel. It wasn't passing over these devils, you see. But it's supposed to pass over them because they're supposed to be the spiritual seed of Abraham. They're supposed to be connected, directly connected. They're supposed to be the true seed of Abraham. They're supposed to be the Semites. They're supposed to be all these damn things, right? God's chosen people. But it directly did not pass over them. It hit them hard. That's why he shut the whole system down, because they were being affected. And then they found out that you weren't, and they try to eliminate us with the jab. She shut down our immune systems, hit us up like HIV. You see, try to annihilate you. See, because they knew they were in trouble, and they found out that they were under judgment. And said, and they knew that their days were shortened. That's why you see them acting in the minute they're acting, because they're on their way out. They get choked up. You see a person and they get choked. They fighting like hell to get free, so they can. They're trying to live, but they about to go out because the person who's choking them, boy got a grip on their neck and ain't nothing they can do, because he's 500 pounds and here they are as a 100-pound weakling. You see, he 500 pounds. Strangling them out, and they on their way out, they kicking and fighting like hell. That's what you see going on in the world today, brothers and sisters. They're fighting like hell because they're on their way out. They're about to be destroyed. You see? What do we get to? Either way it go, it says, and afterwards, it says they shall come out. Okay, so let's just go with that. Come out, right? They should be coming out around this time, the 400 years. So 2020, around this time, in this frame, they should be coming out. But they already in Palestine. So what the hell is going on with that? That means that they said that the Bible was past tense. That means that they're telling you that it's already happened. That they've already that this thing has already been fulfilled. That we're following a book that's irrelevant. That's past tense. That's not right. Outdated knowledge. Outdated guidance. See, but that's a lie. Because we're living out the Bible. We're living out the scriptures. It's future tense. We're living out Exodus, meaning to exit. We're living out, we're about to be living out, we're in all books. We're living out Revelations. We're living out the 7 churches, Injil. You understand? So they lied to you. They're not, these things haven't happened. But look at that. But they claim to be already sitting in that land. They're supposed to be coming out now. But they're already sitting in that land. Then not only that, did it say God would give them the land? But how did they get it? They took it by force. They forced the Palestinians off their land and forced them into the Gaza Strip and made them terrorize them and tortured them, made them miserable for 70 plus years, right? Put them in concentration camps and killing their families and all these, and destroying their women and children, right? That's what they do, right? But didn't it say God would give them the land? So they took it. They didn't wait for God to bless them. They took it. Then it said they would be in peace, right? But they haven't been in peace since the day they got over there. And the evidence of it is the fact that they're going through all the stuff they're going through now. And the walls and stuff they got built over there, they haven't had peace. You understand? But not only that, brothers and sisters, check this out. God tells you where He's going to give He tell you where He's going to give them the land. He says what? Unto thy seed have I given this land. You see, this is what He said. I'm about to give you the land. From the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, right? So, if you got a map, if you can look it up, go straight on the map in the Middle East. Go check these coordinates out, and it's going to lead you straight to Arabia. So where they sitting at? They sitting in Lower Palestine. They sitting in the wrong land. They supposed to be sitting in Great Arabia, but they sitting in the wrong land. You see, which is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. They're phonies. They're fakes. You see, they're Satan. You see, masquerading to be something that they're not, but they're Satan. You see, and the scriptures is clear. As many ones, it says what? As many ones as not having the teaching this, who not they knew the things deep to Satan, that Satan don't fit the Abrahamic covenant. And he don't even fit the description of a Semite. So what that makes him? The same label that he's hitting everybody else with. He's hitting everybody else with anti-Semitism. And he's an anti-Semite. He's an anti-Christ. He's against us. You see? He stole your identity. He took everything from you. He's a damn phony. You see? And it's gonna be clear. You see? The world's gonna know who he is. You see? He's gonna keep getting addressed, attacked. You see, a targeted. You see, highlight this fact. You see, magnify, penetrate, and narrow down Satan, telling you who he is: wicked, evil, son of a devil. You see, well, yeah, he's the son of a devil, right? Either way it go, he's not who he's claimed to be. So that's what we're doing here. We drilling Satan, chipping at the face of Satan, peeling him back and breaking the mask of Satan and revealing Satan and the wicked devils hiding behind him. You see, because they're the ones who set him up. False Israel is the so-called true seed of Abraham that the world structures around. The world structures around that idea because of what? American Britain. False Israel was intentionally set up to prove that we weren't the true seed of Abraham, and that they were. Because what? The messenger came and told them that we were, because that's why they stopped blowing. Right. He told them that we were, so they countered his claim. American Britain countered his claim by setting up false Israel. They stopped burning him up and putting him in concentration camp and established them in their land to protect themselves from being discovered as wicked, evil, twisted devils who was terrorizing God's people and still are. You see? So false Israel is not who they claim to be, as we just showed you. They don't even fit the description of a Semite. You see, they're false. They're not the true seed of Abraham. They're Satan, who was set up by these devils to steal your inheritance, to steal your birthright, to rob our nation, to destroy your image, to make sure you're not credible, to shit on you. You understand? That's what's going on. But you're blessed. You're the blessed ones. You're highly favored. That's what they wish they were. But you are. You the one God loves. You the one that God still loves. He's coming back for you. You understand? He still has his heart set on you. He hasn't forgotten about you. You see? But they robbed your mind. They took everything from you. They told you was nothing. They told you was cursed. They told you was cursed to be slaves. They told you God hated you. They said you was nothing. But they damn lie. Because you are blessed. You have a whole covenant, a whole Abraham covenant. You have a whole vision that's tailored to their destruction. That God said he's gonna get them. You understand? These people lied to you. These people deceived you. They kept telling you 1 + 1 = 11 for years, and you believe now that it is 11. But brothers and sisters, it is still 2, and God ain't forgot about you. You understand? And he on his way to show you he's the one preparing a way for you right now. The Son of Man is preparing. The Son of Man has been on the scene. The messenger of the covenant has been on the scene for you. For you. He's doing all these things for you, brothers and sisters. The Almighty God and the High Priest is on the scene 24/7 for you. You see? So God ain't forgot about you. You see? The Son of Man ain't forgot about you. They love you. You understand? But everything they're doing is for you. They're making a way, preparing a way for you, getting you prepared to return back home, getting you the hell out of here. Because this place is going up in smoke. You understand? This place is going down. You see? Never to be a nation again, completely destroyed. And anybody invest anything in it is going to be destroyed with it. You understand? It's on its way down. There ain't nothing you can do to save it. That's what these demons want you to believe. This is our land. This is blood, sweat, tear. Boo, boo, boo. But this is their land, because this is where they were conceived. This is where they was born here. Well, we all was born here. I'm saying that they're not the seed of us. You see, the devils made them during the time of the Holocaust. So this is where they're from for real. You see? Because they weren't alive until Massa made them. Through the rape of our women. You see? So they want you to fight for their land. They want you to fight for to change the fabric of America. They want to be loved by Massa. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. They want you to push the American dream. They want you to push Christianity. They want you to push all these things. Help Massa. Help Massa. Love Massa. Do everything for Massa. Forgive your enemies. Forgive all that. Forgive this. Don't worry about that. Do this. Forget that. Forget about that. You got to make it to heaven. You got to do all these things. See, they trying to control you. Destroy your mind, psychologically terrorize and torture you 24/7. Hit you hard, make you weak, tell you going to hell, tell you ain't nothing, telling you so simple, but you're blessed. You see? Trying to destroy your heart. You see? Weak heart make weak thoughts. All these things is connected to your thinking. They want to destroy your thinking, which destroys you. You see? Easier to destroy the enemy when he's out of his mind. You see? Incapable of registering anything. You understand? Unable to Right, because that's the best way to attack an enemy. You destroy his mind first, then you physically attack him. Because now he's vulnerable. He's nothing. You see? So either way it go, brothers and sisters, you're the blessed ones. You're the ones that they hate. But God, the one who loves you, you see? And he's preparing a way for you. And the Son of Man is on the scene. Pushing this message that's helping you. Nothing but it's not even helping him. You see? It's not even, he's not, well, I'm not saying that's not helping, but I'm saying he's not even doing these things for a reward. You understand? He's doing all these things for you, for our people, for the Levites, trying to help you get your mind back, put you back in a position to get the hell out of here. He's the one making sure that these damn devils don't destroy you, that these demons don't destroy you. He's trying to lift the demons out of your, trying to lift the demons from amongst us. You see? Because we're plagued by demons, by massive black-faced children who are destroying our unity, who are causing us to misuse our energy, who are causing us to go down the wrong roads, causing us to be destroyed. You understand? So, Satan is false Israel. Satan is going to be destroyed. You understand? Which when that happens, when the imminent war between Iran and false Israel happens, false Israel is going to be destroyed. You understand? That's when all hell is going to break loose. Because your life's going to change dramatically. It's going to change in a way that it's never going to be the same. It's going to trigger the unprecedented troubles, unprecedented time, a time like no other than ever would there be, a time worse than our own experience, worse than when they was doing what they did to us for 400 years, worse than our own experience. You see, which was the worst thing that ever happened in life, in the world. You see, the worst tragedy that ever happened, period. But now it's about to be worse than that, which is why we're trying to tell you this information. Said my people are lost from the lack of knowledge. Lost from the lack of knowledge of what? That when false Israel is destroyed, that's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. You understand? This, which is the configuration of this book, the 7 churches, which is the destruction of false Israel and the fall of America. You see, in the middle, where the arrow is, that's false Israel, which is under siege, surrounded by armies, and underneath it is America, where they have fallen, and now they are under attack by their own devils against devils. You see, so it's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. It's going to trigger Armageddon. You see, all these things is going to happen when false Israel is destroyed, and you're going to be directly affected. You understand? Because the world is structured around the idea that what? False Israel is the true seed of Abraham. You see? That they're the true seed of Abraham. But then when that's destroyed, you see? Boom! That's not supposed to happen. You say, because why? Why did it say that? Because it say what? When God placed them in the land, they are not to be uprooted or removed. So when that happened, that means what? That's an abomination. I mean, it's not supposed to happen. Desolation is their destruction. Abomination, desolation. And that's going to send shockwaves through the planet. It's going to rock this whole place. You understand? Set millions and men's hearts that fell from fear of what's to come upon the earth. You see? Because the powers of heaven has been shaken. These things had taken place. What they see was going on. You see? False Israel being destroyed. People starving. These things, all these people, you see? Children be gray-headed. People be eating their babies. I'm going too far off, brothers and sisters. Either way it go, when false Israel is destroyed, you see, and that's what it say. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know what? Know that its destruction is near, right? So we know that Jerusalem is the capital of what? False Israel. So that means that false Israel is going to be destroyed, not redeemed, not punished, but destroyed. Which proves that they're not the true seed of Abraham, because what? It said when God placed them in the land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So that happens, that's an abomination, a desolation, which is going to send shockwaves through the planet, because the world is set up around the idea that the world is set up around the idea that false Israel is the true seed of Abraham. So when it happens, now they reveal that Satan. That means that the ones hiding behind it are now exposed as wicked, evil, devils, slave owners, pedophiles, rapists, murderers, killers, thieves, this, that. They're going to be hideous, monsters, terrible people, you see, who will terrorize and torture God's people. And now it says what? It says, curse those who curse Israel. And now it's clear who Israel is. It's clear who the true seed of Abraham is. It's you. So now it's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. That means now they're coming at you. They're coming at you tough. They got the call to take you out of existence. These devils going to kill you because now you have ruined their mind. Now their mind is on fire. Now their minds have been blown. Now their sanity, now that what kept them sane has now drove them insane because their structure was, because their foundation was destroyed. You understand? Their minds, that beam of balance, that mental conscience that they need to make them feel good, to make them feel blessed, was destroyed. You understand? Now they thought their forefathers was in heaven, they found out that they in hell, and that's where they're on their way to, and you the personification of their judgment, meaning you are their judgment. They cut your tongue out, and now you here to cut their tongue out. You understand? It says, do unto them as was done to you, and now they know that you the ones causing all this hell that's coming on their life. You understand? That you the one. Now they couldn't believe it. They can't believe this. Now, you see, now their destiny, their fate is hell. And you're on your way out. You're on your way to get heaven. You're on your way to get the hell out of here. You see, once you get your mind back and all that, all these things, brothers, you see? So that they're going to go crazy. They're going to come at you. They're not going to hide their true colors anymore. They're not going to sugarcoat. They're not going to pussyfoot around. They're not going to play with you. They're going to come at you full blown. No more this acting. No more this trying to deal with you in a way that you don't see coming. No, they're going to come at you full blown. And that's why it says what? When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, when you see them going to siege, it says flee. It's telling you to flee, flee, flee. It's telling you to get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of their suburbs. Get out of their communities. Get out of their neighborhoods. Get out of bed with that devil. If that you in the bed with the devil, you better get out of the bed with them. Get out of their communities. Get out. Get away from these devils. Because when they get that call, they come in and kill you. Because now you are the reason behind all these things. And it says flee. It says get into the inner cities. Get where your people gonna be. Because we're gonna have to unite. We're going to have to fight against these people. And it says flee. It says don't go back into your house. Don't go back to grab your baby. Don't go back to grab a charger. Don't go back to grab a soda. Don't go back to grab a slice of pizza. Get the hell out of there. It says flee, flee, flee. That's what it said. You are in danger. You see? You had to get in the inner city because these people going to come against you. They're going to kill you. So if you hesitate, your life is living and your family life living is slim. You see? Because they're going to wipe you out. They're going to annihilate you because you are their judgment. You are the reason why they're going through judgment. You're the one that's going to cause it. You see? Because you are the ones that's causing hell on their life. They can't believe it. They can't believe this. They got nothing to lose. You see? Because they already on their way out. So it said they reach out from their grave to take you with them. You see? Because their fate is sealed. They're going to hell. So they got nothing to lose. You understand? But you do. So they're going to take you with them. You see? That's what they're going to try to do. And that's what it said. That they was told to let us go. Let us go. Pharaoh was told to let them go. They didn't let us go. So they made things worse for themselves. So they got hit with 9 plagues. And that's why we're going to have to gather up. We're going to have to become a great army. And that last plague going to push us out all together. We're getting the hell out of here. But first, the brothers had to go through the tribulations. The Levite brothers had to go through tribulations because they were deceived by a son of a devil for 42 years. You see, he made war against you, and he deceived you, and our people didn't get this message. Our people didn't get the message they needed to save their lives, to put them in position to get the hell out of here with the elect. You see? So the elect's the ones that's getting out of here, the 144,000, because they're 100%. And the Levites were deceived by a devil and said not to be deceived. And they were deceived by a son of a devil, and our people lives are now in danger because of this, because they were deceived, because they didn't get the message to them. You see, because they was too busy making sure Louis Farrakhan was living good. He was living lavish, living in mansions, doing this, doing that. You see. So the elect's out of here, and on top of that, so are the sisters, because without them we wouldn't even be alive. Our nation wouldn't even be here. So they're out of here too. Them and the women and children. So if you see them, you tell sister that her way is paved with gold, and tell her to give those sisters, and they're going to bring them up to speed to get them prepared to go home, because they're out of here. They're leaving out with the elect. They're not going to suffer going through the tribulations, because any man that want their wife and their children to suffer, you ain't nothing. You ain't right. That's why you're going through tribulations. You got something wrong with you. See, which had to be corrected, because Suleiman, the son of man, the master of the covenant, he was building a kingdom that would last forever, that would be perfect. So you got to be 100% to return home. You had to have thorough knowledge of self, which you don't have. You see, we all working to get it, brothers. We're working to get these things. So you had to be perfect. You had to be 100%. You got to be on the battlefield. You got to be battle ready. You got to have your mind intact. You got to have the pillars. The 5 mathematical pillars of protection. You got to understand the 7 churches, the 7 thunders, which is going to lift you out of this reality, which will keep you from being destroyed by the devil. You understand? So you got to buckle your shoes. Like lace your boots up. Put your uniform on. Because we're going to war. And it says do what? We couldn't leave anyway. Because it said what? Do unto them as was done to you. So we got to do that too. On top of all these things that's required. You see? So the silver had to go back in. Us, the silver, had to go back in to be purified as gold. You see? Because silver wasn't good enough. We had to be gold. We had to get out here as gold. Had to have thrown out the self. Had to have the 5 mathematics of pillar of Islam. Had to do unto them as was done to us. You see? Had to be completely 100%. So we're going back to the incubator to become 100%. You see? So this is a trial for us. You see? To bring you up to par. To bring you up to get you mentally prepared. To get you physically and mentally prepared for where we headed, because the world that we headed is going to be more intense than this reality. It's not going to be a devil reality, but mind-wise. You got to be mentally prepared for the reality that we headed to, because it's going to be more intense. You understand? It's going to be, your level of thinking, you have to have a higher level of thinking. And it's a low level of thinking reality. So we're going to a higher level, which is going to crush you. You see? So you couldn't go home like that, because you're going to cause problems, and we don't need it. And if you don't do with these certain things, then now every nation believe that they can do whatever they want to you. Because look what they did, and they didn't do a damn thing about it. We raped their women, we did this, we did that, we tormented, tortured them. You see? So we have to restore our woman's name. We have to put them back on the pedestal, put them back on the top of the pedestal to never be touched again, not a hair on their head. And we have to set that example. You see? We got to avenge our ancestors. We got to go to war, wrath. You see? Vengeance. You see? So you couldn't go back that way anyway, because then you go back a blind effort. You be a blind effort and be around tearing up things and making things worse for himself, making things worse for others. And we don't need that, you see, because then we be at war with each other. Then we end up back in the same situation. So you had to be 100%. This process is to bring you up to par, to get you ready for the hereafter, get you ready for the New Jerusalem, get you ready to go home, get you ready for the promised land. So don't look at it as don't look at it as your destruction or somebody hates you. No, this is to better you. You see, hands-on experience. Get in there, and this is what you're gonna need to get you up to par, get you up to be qualified to be in the hereafter, get you qualified to be at home. You see, because if you don't go through the process, then imagine you see how you see homeless people on the road every day, right? You see them. It means that the reality was too much for them. That it beat them. That they couldn't overcome the reality. They couldn't get a grip on reality. So they're homeless. You see? I mean that they were misusing their energy, and they couldn't get a grip on reality. Point blank. Period. So you see them out there, and that's what's gonna happen to you in the next reality. You're gonna be out there. Everybody gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody gonna know that you couldn't get a grip on the reality. That you couldn't conquer. You didn't overcome the devil's reality, but you made it here. But it shows, because you're not gonna be able to right, you're gonna be homeless in a sense. You see, everlasting shame of appallment. You know, they're gonna know. You know, look, this is the one who didn't conquer. This is the one who didn't overcome. He was the one who traded on his people. He was the one who betrayed his people. You see, he was the one he was the one who didn't even try. You see, and it's going either way it go. This process is good for you. Because if you want to be successful in the next reality, then you must be 100%. You must have thorough knowledge of self. You must know who you are. You must know who your enemies are. You must know about the 5 mathematical pillars of nature. Five mathematical pillars of Islam, which is your nature. All these things are going to bring you into sync with reality, bring you in sync with the will of Allah. All these things are going to be tailored for your success. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, you must be able to identify your enemies, or indeed you are your enemies. And when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, get the hell out of there. Get out of their communities, get out of their neighborhoods, get out of the suburbs, get into the inner cities with your people. Because they're gonna go against you. And we're gonna have to fight back. And sisters, your way is paved with gold. You have nothing to worry about. You're on your way out of here. You're blessed. You and the children, y'all getting out of here. Like I said, make sure you get with those sisters, those prophetess. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know, sisters. You've already done your job. We're thankful. We're more than appreciative, and we're gonna show you. You see, we're gonna. Enough said. Assalamu alaikum.